I am always looking for that perfect thrifted tee, and I have to admit I have a bunch of graphic t-shirts now because I've gone thrift shopping recently, and usually when I go thrift shopping I put like a major thing that I want and I'll focus on that, and I have been wanting some 100% cotton t-shirts, and I found a ton that I need to kind of fix or make a little better or take in because they're super big on me. But I absolutely love t-shirts. I have to say, I think I wear them every day. I don't think there's a day that goes by that I'm not wearing a t-shirt, whether I wear one to bed or I'm wearing it during the day. But I absolutely love t-shirts, whether it's a graphic tee or a simple white t-shirt. So today I'm going to show you some super simple DIYs that can elevate your t-shirt into something super cute. So I went thrift shopping the other day and I actually got 3 t-shirts that are very similar. I couldn't find any that were high collared, so forgive me for the high collar one that I am using. It's not a white one, and I was really hoping to show you on all white t-shirts just so that you could see it better, but the only like plain t-shirt with a high collar I have is this grayish colored one. So I'm going to be using that, but the other ones are all white, and I'm going to show you on these 3 t-shirts, and they are v-necked, but I don't think it really matters, so let's get started. And of course, the day I decided to do my video, my neighbor is mowing their yard, so I'm so sorry about the mowing noise in the background. I'm gonna try to dub over most of this video so that you don't have to hear that noise. For project number 1, you're going to need some scissors, chalk or erasable marker, and some eyelets. The first thing I did was measure where I wanted my eyelets to go on the shirt, and for this one, I also decided to shorten the length. Once all of the markings are on the shirt, it was time to get started. So this is the first time ever opening this eyelet kit, and look at what I did! That was awesome. I cannot believe I did that, and now all of my eyelets are completely unorganized. But after that happened, I went ahead and I cut off the amount on the bottom of the shirt that I wanted, and with the markings that are already on the shirt, I just evened everything out and marked where I wanted the eyelets to go. I decided to do 5 on each side. I actually wanted to do 6, but I got lazy, I'm not gonna lie. Most eyelet kits already come with all the tools you need to be able to put them in, and I'm gonna link this one down below. I got it off of Amazon and I really like it. Once all of the eyelets are in, I needed to finish the bottom of the shirt. All I did was add a zigzag stitch to the bottom so that it wouldn't fray. And now all I needed to do was pick out some pretty ribbon for the sides of the shirt, which I had a very small amount of, so make sure you grab some ribbon before you start this project. I love that you can interchange the ribbons and that you can have like black or red or velvet, any kind of ribbon that you want. It doesn't just have to be, I changed mine out from black to green. I thought the black ones were too wide, so I wanted a thinner strap or a thinner ribbon, so I went ahead and I changed them out to this one. And you can even go tighter, like you can have it as tight as you want. But I didn't want to lose like that t-shirt kind of feeling. But I didn't fully finish the edge where you could take it under and sew it. I just went ahead and zigzag stitched to the bottom, and it looks really cute. I love it. And it just gave it just a little something, I think. Okay, so let's move on to the next t-shirt DIY. So for the next t-shirt DIY, you're gonna want to actually have the shirt on first, and then you're just gonna pin about where you want your emblem to go, your heart, your circle, whatever you're trying to put on. I'm going to be doing a heart, and I want it to go about right here. And I'm just gonna take a pin and kind of pin about where I want it to go. You can use an erasable marker, but this t-shirt is so dark that I just don't think it will show up. I'm gonna show you how to put a cute little cutout heart inside your t-shirt. The first thing I did was cut out the template of my heart so that I could easily trace it onto my stretch fabric that I would be using. I also realize now that I didn't need to use a stretch fabric. Oh my gosh, I cannot say that word. And that I could have used a cotton material as well. So I just wanted to let you know that before you decide to try this one, you can actually use cotton as well. So then I took that heart that I traced onto the material, lined it up with where I wanted it to go on my t-shirt, which also make sure you find the center of the t-shirt before you pin this. And then up inside the t-shirt, I pinned this down so that it wouldn't move when I go ahead and start to sew. Once everything is pinned, I took it to the sewing machine to lock this one down. You can also do this by hand if you want, if you don't have a sewing machine, and I think that would work just as well because I had to move really slow around this heart to make sure that I didn't mess up. Once your heart is sewn down, you can take your scissors and cut away the inside of the heart through both layers of the shirt. So through the red layer and through the bottom layer as well. You want to leave about 1/4 of an inch left so that you can clip around the heart after you're done cutting it out, but be careful not to clip through the thread. Then you're going to take that excess material and you're going to flip it to the inside of your shirt. And at this point you can either iron this down, but if it's already laying nicely, go ahead and just pin all around the heart so that you can sew it again and do a top stitch around the edges of the heart. Once you're done top stitching, all you have to do is go on to the inside of your shirt and cut away all that excess material that's left. It turned out super cute. I love it. I do recommend doing 2 top stitches over it just to make sure that the underside stays down, but I love how this turned out. And I do also think you have to do this with a high collared t-shirt, and I'm bummed I didn't have like a more fitted t-shirt. This was the only one I could find without having to run out and get another one, but I do plan to get some more t-shirts at the thrift store so that I can do this with some more t-shirts that fit me a little better because this is so cute. If you do a v-neck, I mean any lower for the heart, it's just a peekaboo, and I wanted it more of a little like decor versus something that's flashing people. So this turned out so cute. I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's move on to DIY number 3. Okay, so for the next t-shirt idea, I'm thinking I want another heart. I can't think of any other shape that would go on a shirt. Maybe a flower? Actually, a flower would be really cute, like a little daisy. Okay, so then you're just gonna put on your shirt. You're gonna figure out where you want your heart or your flower to go. I am gonna do a heart. And I'm thinking it's gonna go on the left side. I don't know why I just said on like that. On the left side because that's where your heart is, and I think that'd be really cute. And I'm just gonna mark like a little X and about where I'd want it to go right here. Okay. For this DIY, you will need an extra piece of material to put underneath your shirt, a heart cutout template, scissors, embroidery thread and a needle, and an erasable marker. So the first thing I did was trace out the heart over where I wanted it to go, where I had already marked on the shirt. And for this DIY project, I used 2 different colors of embroidery thread. So this is future me telling you that I completely forgot to put the piece of fabric under the heart prior to my first stitch of embroidery thread. So now you can see the thread that is underneath. Though I don't think it looks really bad, I would still put the material up underneath prior to putting down your first embroidery thread. After I went ahead and embroidered around the heart, my first go round, which was a mistake, I put the material under the heart with pretty sides facing up and went around the heart one more time with my embroidery thread, this time using the green color. It is already looking so cute. So once you're done putting the embroidery thread around your heart, just take the scissors and you can pull the t-shirt part up to separate it from that under layer of material and cut away the t-shirt part of the heart. But be careful not to cut the material underneath. The material underneath. You want that to stay intact. I got as close as I could to the heart all the way around, being careful just not to cut the threads. Now all you have to do is turn the shirt inside out and cut away the excess material underneath. You will have the perfect outline of the heart to follow around, making it much easier. But just be careful not to clip the threads. This one is so cute. I love this one. So when I did the pink one on top, I should have already had the material up underneath prior to doing that. Because I didn't, you can actually see the threads up underneath, and you shouldn't be able to see that. So if you make this type of shirt or you do this type of little trick, make sure you put the material up underneath before you start to embroider, because that way it's completely hidden up underneath. You won't see any of the embroidery sticking out. I think this one is still super cute, but I do wish that the pink was more hidden, and it would have been had I put that material up underneath the heart before I started embroidery. But I love this DIY because it does not involve a sewing machine and it's so quick. It took me like 10 minutes, and you can use any material up underneath your design, whether it's a flower or a heart. And I have a bunch of scrap materials, so I was glad I could use this scrap material from when I made my mom her Mother's Day gift. I think it was the cozy that I was using this material for, and so I had some left over, and I think it's really cute with this kind of a romantic-y look. It's so pretty. I absolutely love doing little things like that with your t-shirt because it adds a little something special to them, to something that was like once drab and now it's like just a little more special than it was a minute ago, if that makes sense. I hope you guys loved these DIYs, and I hope you have an amazing week. And if you want me to do some more DIY t-shirts, let me know in a comment down below, and also let me know which one was your favorite out of all 3 t-shirts. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!